Hello and welcome to my new video, which I've designed specifically for the wonderful, amazing and badass projectors among us. I'm delighted that my previous videos have been able to touch and support you and empower you. With this video, I want to provide you with further impulses to strengthen you in your unique power, dear projectors, because I know that it's not always easy for you projectors to live according to your strategy and authority. My name is Angelina Fabian, in case you don't know who I am, and I'm a teacher in the field of the human design system. My expertise is not based on self-studied knowledge somewhere from the internet or some books that I read, but on a really comprehensive education that I've completed over 13 years. This means I have been living and experimenting with human design for 13 years. And I'm not only a human design teacher, but also a holistic human design analyst. I love doing analyses and consulting for individuals with an open sacral center as projector, manifestor and reflector, as you guys often face the challenge of balancing between activity and the need for rest and especially presence. Through my process analyses, I call them process analyses, I support you in forming new neural connections, new pathways in your brain, so that you can experience the essence of what it means to be a projector, so that you can feel it. Not only know, okay, I'm a projector, and that means I have to follow my strategy and authority, but through my process analyses, I try my very best to make you feel what it means to fall into your essence and into your presence. And my goal is to help you gradually rebuild a deeper connection with your body, because in your body is your most beautiful, badass body intelligence that will guide you through life and help you to release resistance. In my work, I also accompany people on their journey to process and transform and metabolize trauma using my gentle method, the gentle trauma alchemy with tapping. Moreover, I support you in strengthening and unfolding your sexual self-empowerment through my sexual self-empowerment sessions. So, dear projectors, your path in human design is not easy. It is really important to acknowledge that. Historically, your genetic type was born after 1789, and even today, there are hardly any established systems that specifically identify and guide you as a projector. It's only in the human design system that we recognize projectors. The situation is exacerbated by the phenomenon of the so-called black market human design, where individuals who have neither thoroughly studied nor deeply understood human design pose as coaches and teachers. These individuals, often lacking their own long-term practical experience, can hardly convey what it truly means on a mental, intellectual, emotional, nor auric and frequency-based level, what it means to live one's human design. Because it's not just about knowledge and words. It's about walking your talk. It's about integrity and authenticity and having a good foundation in the knowledge that we want to convey. This development has led to a plethora of misinformation, especially concerning living as a projector. Your role is relatively new in human history, and the widespread half-truths do not help to promote a clear understanding of your true nature. Additionally, projectors do not have a day-by-day strategy or authority and in daily small tasks, which further complicates your path of the conditioning and often of understanding what it means to live every moment as a projector. Despite these obstacles, I was fortunate to learn from a great, amazing teacher and analyst, John Martin. He was, in my perspective, one of the best teachers. And his profound understanding and dedication have greatly helped me to grasp the intricacies of projectors and how to best support them. There's a widespread misconception among projectors that being guided by another projector is more advantageous. However, the true power lies in the correctness and integrity of the analyst, regardless of their design. A truthful analyst who authentically lives their own design can lead you to true transformation and mutation. Therefore, the choice of an analyst should not be based on mental preferences and mental ideas, but on the deep resonance and authenticity of the guiding individual and based on your strategy and authority, because they are the boss in our lives, not our mind. Our mind is the spokesperson for our pain, for our conditioning, for our trauma, and thus it gives us distorted information about ourselves, the person we are connected to or want to work with or want to be in a relationship, whatever it may be. And so it misguides us, not on purpose, but through the fact that the mind is not genetically created to make decisions and to know what is best for us. And on top of that, our mind is distorted through pain and trauma. So, dear projectors, your role and strength in the world of human design are really unique, but unfortunately, this has rarely been communicated to you clearly and explicitly, and you guys were not raised as projectors, but were pushed to be generators and manifestors. Many of you have felt out of place, different, and insecure from birth on because no one has truly explained what it means to a projector and how beautiful and amazing it is. We need you guys, but we need you to live your truth, to live correct as a projector. Then you are the powerful creatures on this planet. And you look at the world as a projector and see that outwardly you are not different from others with 2 arms and 2 legs. Yet inside you feel that something is different, but you can't put your finger on it, right? And often you compare yourself to generators who seem to have it easier at first glance. But appearances can be deceiving. Many generators, and also manifesting generators, by the way, we don't have 5 types, we have 4 types. Because the generator and the manifesting generator have the same aura and the same strategy. Thus, there are no different types. And they have no exceptionally rule that they shouldn't follow their strategy. I am a manifesting generator, and my sacral response is the most important thing in my experiment, in my design, and always the first step. And if I would neglect that, then I would really fall flat on my nose. So we do here original human design, not the dumbed down and stupefied version, but the original one. So we talk about, when I talk about generators, I also mean manifesting generators. So no 5 types, but 4 types. So many generators or manifesting generators are not living their true selves, and thus inadvertently contribute to the chaos in the world. As projectors, you may sometimes be tempted to imitate this path, hoping to improve your own situation, but this only leads to losing your true power and the majestic beauty that lies within you. Your true power unfolds as soon as you begin to understand deeply, and not just with your mind, but with every cell of your body, what it really means to be a projector. Not just being a projector on the paper, but really living and fulfilling your purpose as a projector. This is why the process analyses that I offer are so crucial. They go beyond conventional analysis and help you discover and fully unfold your unique power. I try my best to make you sense and feel and be aware what it means to be present, and not imitating the sacral response and not nodding all the time like generators, but really relax into your unique beauty and power. So delicious. By the way, if you are interested in a deeper look into the empowerment of projectors, we have created the empowerment series for projectors, also for generators and manifestors, so that you can do an even deeper dive into the mechanics of a projector and really start living your design. And after that, we also offer to accompany you in your process our living, loving, embracing, and unleashing human design self-empowerment course that guides you over 12 weeks so that you really start living your design and not just intellectually know who you potentially are, but really unleash it. And if you're interested in the empowerment series or the Living Your Design course, you can find the link to that under the video. So, you're projectors, you're truly the most powerful beings on this planet. You have the most powerful aura. We generators are teddy bears. We are harmless, but you are cosmic surgeons, like John Martin used to call you. Bless his soul, he already died, and I am still impacted and still very inspired by everything that I have learned through him, and his knowledge and his wisdom bleeds into my teachings, bleeds through me to you guys. So thank you, John Martin. So you guys are really the most powerful beings on this planet due to your aura. That's the cosmic surgeon. But no one has yet given you your true essential guidance. Instead, you have often been told how wrong you are, especially through misleading information from the so-called black market human design, or also other coaching systems that often don't work for projectors. These sources claim to understand you as projectors, but fail to support you in recognizing and utilizing your true power, and they push you to initiate and continue initiating mentally. And then you fall again, flat on your nose, and meet only suffering and resistance. As a generator, I want to emphasize that our aura is practically harmless compared to a projector. The aura of a generator feels like a teddy bear. It's like a teddy bear hug. It's hugging you. Our aura is hugging everyone and everything around us. Our generator aura is permeable, and if we are not in our true self, we can indeed be a fucking pain in the ass and be very disruptive. However, we do not have the ability to penetrate you to your deep core through our aura. That's only possible for projectors. Your aura as projectors is very powerful and unique, and it's time for you to fully understand and live this power. That's really the purpose of my work with all the other videos, and especially this one. You are supernovas, sweet projectors. And I want you to feel and understand and empower that, because you are the new leaders of this world. And we need you guys. You, the projectors, as I've already said, possess the most beautiful aura on this planet. And you're designed to be the future badass leaders, smart Zen master leaders of our world. In past times, power was held by the manifestors, the tsars and kings and pharaohs, while the generators were essentially in a role of subordination. The manifestors stood at the top of the social hierarchy and exercised their power over the collective aura field. But this aura ended in 1781. However, the evolution of the human collective unfolds slowly, which is why elements of slavery persist into our modern world. Due to the growing global population, this issue is even more pronounced today than in the past. As projectors, you are destined to take on a leading role in society, but this requires that you live authentically and genuinely and really profoundly in yourself and in yourselves, my dears, as projectors, and that you really unleash this badass genetic potential that you have, dear projectors. You must stop emulating the generators, such as by trying to mimic their gut decisions or rushing through life like the manifestors and initiating. The so-called black market of human design may tempt you to continue pushing yourself, but this constant self-driving does not lead to the true success of a projector. You might be successful in the not-self, in the shadow, essentially as a work slave, by working harder than everyone else, but that is not true success. That is not success that aligns with your true self. Many projectors pay a high price, often physically and psychologically, for this self-denial and being remote controlled by the wrong information that in the end is mindfuck propaganda, if I might say it so directly. You are indeed the most powerful beings on our planet, and it's time for you to recognize, embrace, and authentically express this power within you. Only then can you truly assume your intended role as the pioneers and leaders of the new era. In my sessions, my focus is on helping projectors discover and unfold their inner strength, empowerment, beauty, and their sublime nature. It's not just about imparting theoretical knowledge to you, but rather about ensuring that you truly feel and experience this deep truth. It's always a magical experience when a projector I'm guiding begins to delve into their own unique energy and embodies the majestic being of a Zen master. That's of course a metaphor for the projector, which can emerge in this synergetic dynamic between a generator and a projector that's so freaking delicious and so sweet. And this video is specifically aimed at projectors. If you are not a projector, please share this message with the projectors in your life so they too can start to recognize and appreciate their own beauty and strength. The world needs authentic projectors, not those who pretend to be manifestors or generators and try to imitate their behaviors. If you do not live your true nature, you and ultimately the world lose out. Your expertise as projectors is essential, and it unfolds not through initiation or proactive action, but through your ability for Zen mastery, your inner beauty, and your impressive presence. And in this Zen mastery presence, you wait to be recognized, wait to be seen, and wait to be genetically and frequency-wise to be invited by the correct people. That's so sweet. The world needs projectors who are not only theoretically identified as such, but who also live and embody their true role as projectors in daily life. Only then can we, the others, truly recognize you as a projector, recognize you and invite you in our circles for your beauty, your guidance, your wisdom, Zen master wisdom. So beautiful. And my frustration is directed towards the so-called black market human design scene, which continues to mislead and manipulate projectors by claiming that projectors don't need to wait and supplying them with false information. I've witnessed people receive hour-long analysis from self-proclaimed experts who have never undergone formal training in human design and who end up more confused than before, not knowing what to do, or say that human design is bullshit. They didn't get the original human design knowledge. They got a dumbed down, confused and distorted human design knowledge. Therefore, it's not working. True information is the foundation for transformation. But mindfuck won't transform you. Therefore, be very cautious outside because so many people claim to be experts. You won't be an expert after a crash course. You might know some things, but you haven't integrated them, you haven't experimented with them, and then those people go outside and tell other people what to do? So hypocritical. You want to be authentic and to be grounded in integrity, and that's how we touch people, transform people, empower people, mutate people, and that's how we, from my perspective, should earn our money. Not with mindfuck, not with propagating mindfuck. So this is in a huge contrast to the original human design, which is characterized by integrity and authenticity. That's literally at the core of the original human design system. And it's just not just a marketing gag or something that people just claim to be, but people who really study the original human design and who are devoted to their experiment, they unleash their integrity and unleash their authenticity. And that's the beautiful, nurturing, breeding ground to transform other people and to help them see their beauty and to help them transform their lives on a mechanical level through human design and through surrendering to our strategy and authority. And those who are already struggling to fulfill their destiny, to understand who they are only further unsettled by such misleading black market human design information, where human design is, they claim to simplify it, but it's dumbed down and also contorted. So, dear projectors, do not let these confusions take you away from your true power. You, the projectors, are truly the most powerful being on this planet, and I will emphasize this over and over again until you not only understand but deeply feel in your soul and are firmly rooted in your majestic power. Only when you fully surrender to this power can we, the others, truly see and perceive you energetically and mechanically and recognize and invite you. The belief that you need to strive and push and initiate to achieve something or to be seen is painful because your aura is the most powerful there is. Your aura works like a laser or a scalpel. When you observe someone, you penetrate their G-center, the core of their identity. However, if you were not invited, this can be freaking painful. It creates frequency pain. When you as projectors initiate, it is like running towards people with a scalpel. Manifestors ideally initiate from their inner authority and move through life with the force of a bowling ball, which has its own beauty. But when projectors initiate, it's like you entering other people's energetic field with a scalpel, which can be hurtful. My passion for the human design, the original human design, makes me very emotional when I talk about it, obviously. I've had wonderful encounters with projectors, both in private and professional contexts. And if they are their true self, it's so beautiful and mesmerizing. And I love this human design system, and I live this human design system as once expressed by Dorothea, a 5-1 doctor, a heretic projector. She's the queen if you have problems with your thyroid. She knows, she has a huge knowledge base that can help you. Even though she speaks in German. And I guess she also speaks in English. I made an interview with her in the German language. We have that also on a YouTube video. We might at some point, with my lovely assistant who's gonna cut this video, also make tiny little videos of these original videos with subtitles, so you guys who speak English and understand English can also enjoy this interview. She said, Angelina, you love it, you breathe it, you're breathing human design out of your cells. And it was so beautiful because her being a projector, I felt so seen and so recognized and so also appreciated for the work that I'm doing. It's beautiful. And I'm talking about the original human design, not a simplified or dumbed down version. Human design is super complex and should be communicated simply, but not simplified or distorted at the core. And as a teacher of the original human design, I often hear from my students how amazed they are by the depth and complexity of the system, even at the basic level. Oh, of course. They recognize the difference between the original human design, which offers genuine transformation and beauty, and the so-called mindfuck human design used by someone to make quick money without real understanding or experience or love and devotion for it. You won't be a master by making a crash course. You need devotion, you need love, you need time. And that you really devote yourself to those teachings, then you're gonna be a master, then you're gonna be an expert, but not through a quick crash course. That's mindfuck. That's the confusion of our not-self world. And thus, because the human design system is so abused, there's so much confusion and misunderstanding, especially regarding the projector strategy to wait. Many think waiting is a burden, but that's a misinterpretation of the mind and the black market human design information that they spread in the world. This misinterpretation only deepens your wounds by urging you to act and distancing you from your true nature and genetic design. My commitment to the original human design comes from how it transformed my life and saved my ass together with the gentle trauma release work that I do. I want to pass on this gift, and that's only possible with integrity and authenticity, not by simplification, delusion, or dumbing down a system. We have enough dumbing down in humanity and in the collective. Just look at the world. So much information is dumbed down. We want to evolve our intellect and not dilute and simplify everything. We want to explain these genius things in a simple way, but that's not dumbing down. So, we want to elaborate, we want to grow our intellect and our capacities, cognitive capacities, not dumbing them down, not a fan of it, never will be. And the confusion caused by the black market scene only leads to more confusion and misunderstanding, not only for the projector, but all of us. And your true power and beauty, dear projectors, unfolds in waiting for the right invitation. I understand the doubts and impatience that can arise when you have not lived according to the strategy and authority for a lifetime. The thought that an invitation may never come, that nothing will happen, may seem overwhelming. But this is an illusion. The greatest opportunities and deepest connections emerge precisely from this patient stance. Your uniqueness becomes visible and recognized when you remain in your Zen mastery instead of chasing after recognition and running around with your scalpel. And poking people all the time with your frequency field. It's your unique energy and frequency that attracts people and makes them invite and appreciate you for who you truly are. Step into this regal energy, for as the true leaders of the world, you are indispensable. However, when confusion and misinformation cloud your self-image, it becomes difficult for others to see you in your true splendor, leading to bitterness. Success is not defined solely by material wealth. It's a frequency, a feeling, a sensing deep within you when you are firmly anchored in your being. This inner beauty is what is truly magical. It's an honor to work with you and to see and empower you in your nature as projectors. Everyone who engages with me and my perhaps provoking, but at the same time liberating approach deserves my deepest respect. Through my provocation, I can lead you to liberation if I am correct for you. Our aim is not to push the mind, but to enhance your essence and frequency so that the mind finds its appropriate place in the whole. The transformation that occurs when a projector stops behaving like a generator or manifester and delves into their true nature is extraordinary and so touching and moving. It's a soul encounter that deeply touches and shows you how beautiful it is to be a projector. Human Design offers you, dear projectors, a way to be more present, surrendered to your true self and beauty and badassery, rather than constantly being lost in doing and pushing and initiating. It's not about learning theories about gates and lines. Of course, those aspects are interesting, but it's more about feeling at a cellular level who you are, diving into this being and living from it. Then you can touch us with your soul in a way that is truly nourishing when correct. When we recognize projectors and invite them, that can really enrich and transform our lives. And for that, I'm really deeply grateful to every projector in my life who has shaped and supported me. And the essence of what brings about true transformation lies in living what one preaches, the principle of walking your talk. As a human design teacher, my aim is to convey this authenticity and integrity to my students. It's not just about the theoretical understanding of gates and lines that are, of course, important and interesting and fascinating, but it's more importantly about them gradually grasping these teachings at their core and living them authentically. This enables them to transform and touch others on a deep cellular level, simply through their mere presence, whether relaxing in the park, shopping, or, of course, in their professional activities. In my courses, and particularly in my Living Your Design course that we offer on our website if you're interested, I strive to foster this deep connection and transformation within a vibrant and intense community. Life becomes a delightful experience at this frequency. Projectors are powerful and majestic in their essence, but this true power only unfolds when they patiently wait for invitations and do not chase after life or people who might recoil from their intense aura if they run after people with their scalpel. I understand that living according to one's strategy and authority is not easy. Each design has its challenges. For projectors, the challenge lies in their strategy not being immediate, but in waiting for an invitation. In my holistic analyses with projectors, and of course with other types as well, I try to foster this deep understanding and feeling of the frequency and help them to find their true place in life. It's kind of a fine-tuning of the design that helps them to condition deeper and grow into their true beauty. Working with each individual is a matter of the heart for me, truly is. It's not about just ticking off another person, but about making a profound connection and touching them. This includes the willingness and openness of projectors to engage in this process. In this space of presence and being, projectors can realize, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I have been yearning for all my life. This is how life wanted me. It's not about comparisons or striving to become someone else. In my work with projectors, the penguin stops trying to be a cheetah. It's, of course, a metaphor that highlights the uniqueness of each type. We do not strive to be like someone else, like someone that we think is great. Instead, we unleash our greatness. Sessions with me may require a waiting period, but they always take place at the right time. It's always about the right timing because I strive to be as correct as possible in my process. This pursuit of correctness is what makes a good analyst. The people who come to me experience not just a change in their presence, but in their lives, as the sessions are magically aligned with the right moment. We often tend to push and to initiate from the mind out of fear of missing out of fear of not getting something quick enough. And then we push and then we initiate and fall on our nose. And we don't get that what we truly need and what is truly aligned with us, with our truth and our purpose. So it's always about the right timing. And the more people are correct in their individual life, the more we have a beautiful timing as a species, as a collective, as families, as friends, as lovers. It's always about timing, but the right timing comes through surrender to strategy and authority. And the more we individually surrender to our strategy and authority, the more we pull other people into this process and align them as long as they are correct for us. And this week I experienced a truly magical moment during a session with a G projector. Her presence was so intense that I felt it impacting my G center and activating my magnetic monopole. It was like waves of intuition and consciousness and perception flowing through me, an experience reminiscent of a supernova. Such deep interpersonal encounters are the heart of genuine connections and only unfold their full power when we are anchored in our true nature, free from entanglement and traumas. This is why in my work I integrate not only human design but also my gentle trauma release work with tapping. These approaches enable the people I guide to dive even deeper into their deconditioning process, beyond the mere application of the strategy and authority. It's about freeing oneself from imposed misalignments and rediscovering what we truly are in our essence, and not guided by trauma patterns, by old pain, but really living from our deepest truth and our deepest self. The encounter with the G projector was so enriching, not only for me, but also for her, as she's part of my Living Your Design course, in which we also conduct deeper holistic analyses. And as I said, you can dive deeper into your own living, loving, embracing, and unleashing your design self-empowerment course. You will find the link below. It was really, truly an encounter that embodies the essence of what human design is about, not just this dull memorization and regurgitation of information about gates and lines, but the living embodiment and radiance of one's own design. I have a deep respect for the founder of human design, Ra Uru Hu, and remain loyal to his way of training analysts. In this spirit, I train analysts and work with people at this deep, meaningful level. It's about meeting the person in their entirety and enabling them to recognize and live their unique beauty and essence. I love human design. Amen. And projectors play a special role in this, as their challenges are great, but their potentials are immense. Supporting them in unfolding their true nature and discovering their extraordinary influence is a crucial part of my work and passion. I want to liberate all projectors and in the end all of us, but it's just so beautiful because it's really, for projectors, often the most difficult to live according to their design, and it's so mesmerizing and so awe-inducing to see if they come into their power. It's just so delicious and touching and beautiful. And it's crucial when you embark on the journey of human design, especially as a projector, you carefully choose who you learn from and seek advice from. In original human design, there are no coaches in the conventional sense. Instead, there are guides, analysts, holistic analysts, and teachers. Each of these titles has its own responsibilities and boundaries. For example, guides are not permitted to offer in-depth analysis. This task is reserved for analysts. And when looking for someone to accompany you in human design, ask about their training and experience. It's important to question the authenticity and integrity of the person to ensure they truly possess the knowledge and experience they claim to have. Be wary of quick courses or master classes that can be completed in a few weeks. True expertise and mastery in human design, as in other fields of life, as always, require time, dedication, and deep study and love for what we do. not just using and abusing those systems to get some quick money. It's it's a lack of respect and maturity, and lack of respect to the system, the originator, and the person they are working with. Because they fill their heads and hearts and their frequency with a lot of mindfuck and confusion. And there are indeed individuals who have respectfully engaged with the human design system by adding their own interpretations and methods after intense engagement with it. However, even there it's important to carefully evaluate and distinguish between authentic innovation and superficial dissemination of information and just inventing some bullshit. Genuine mastery, whether in human design or any other field, is not achieved overnight. It takes years of study, practice, and experience to gain deep understanding and skill. Therefore, please pay attention to the integrity and depth of knowledge of the people you connect with on your human design journey. And I know I repeat myself, but I really want to kindly, gently hammer it down how profoundly fulfilling it is to witness projectors who discover and begin to live their true power and beauty through the human design system. They are unleashed from their conditioning and the information that remote controlled them. Many have transitioned from the world of business coaching, where they were subjected to strategies that might lead to superficial success, but don't bring real fulfillment or joy. And truly understanding and living one's own design, no matter the type, by the way, particularly and practically through strategy and authority day by day, is the key to genuine mastery and beauty. It is this authenticity and integrity that define real success, not the number of Instagram followers or the balance in one's bank account. Encountering a correctly living projector can be a deeply transformative experience, akin to a supernova, an immense empowerment and mutation. In such moments, the deep connection and mutual enrichment between individuals become palpable and achievable, but only when aligned with one's true nature. The challenge lies in not being seduced in general in life by quick fixes or superficial promises of success. Human design is a journey requiring deep self-awareness and deconditioning over a span of 7 years to renew the body's cells and truly live in alignment with one's strategy and authority. It is crucial to seek out teachers or analysts in human design who are authentic and integral, and not be deceived by those offering quick solutions without a deep understanding or respect for this knowledge. True mastery and expertise develop over time with dedication and not through crash courses and superficial learning. Especially for projectors, it's important to value and live their uniqueness instead of trying to emulate others. Their greatest strength and beauty lie in their true alignment with their design, which the world desperately needs. Living authentically means being true to oneself and others, thereby attracting people who truly resonate with them, both in business and, of course, also in our personal life. Projectors, as the most powerful beings on this planet, unlock their true strength and majesty when rooted in the integrity of their design and living authentically. This is achieved by following your strategy, dear projectors, and wait for an invitation. You are true trailblazers, paving the way for other projectors, and I admire each of you for your pioneering work in a world that is often not aligned with your unique needs and capabilities. And it's truly important to understand that projectors do not possess an immediate strategy like generators, whose strategy is to respond from their gut response. This can be both a challenge and a source of compassion for projectors who recognize the apparent simplicity of the generator strategy. And I encourage you to delve into the deeper layers of your design. While written reports can provide an overview, it is the individual analysis that allows for addressing the uniqueness of each person and facilitating profound transformation. Training to be an analyst is a lengthy process that not only imparts knowledge but also involves personal deconditioning, so as not to merely repeat information but to live and share it at a cellular level. By living and learning according to your strategy and authority as projectors and deconditioning your not self, you rise to your true majestic mastery. You will have a supernova influence in the world, which goes far beyond to the mere impact often associated with manifestors. I fondly recall the transformative effect John Martin, also a projector, had on me when I trained with him long time ago. Unfortunately, he already died, and I strive to implement the same transformative supernova influence that he had on me into my analyses and teachings. It's not just about delivering information, it's about mutating and empowering people. So, my sweet, lovely people all over the world, this was a passionate tribute on my part to you, dear projectors, and your unique beauty and your remarkable supernova influence when you are correct and grounded in your essence. And the term, them being like a supernova, captures the transformative impact projectors can have when living in harmony with their design. It's a reminder of the immense power and beauty found in the authenticity and integrity of living according to your unique strategy, and not only unique but very wise strategy and authority, because our strategy and authority is literally how life guides us to make the best decisions in our lives, to have the correct relationships, to have our purpose, to have the correct calling, the right job, the right profession, the right career, the right friendship in our life. It's really, in the end, divinely led. And as dusk approaches and the natural light here fades, sweet projectors and sweet people all over the world, I hope these words have touched, empowered and excited you. For those among you seeking a more personal experience and wishing to be empowered in your individual design, further information is available below. As I said, also our empowerment series for the types and authorities and strategies, and our self-empowerment, living, loving, embracing and unleashing your design course that lasts over 12 weeks. It's not just about learning, as the old school system has taught us, but about internalizing knowledge at a cellular level and living it with your whole soul and your whole being. To all non-projectors, I hope you find inspiration in these words as well and share them with the projectors in your life so they too can recognize their true beauty and power. The key lies in living according to your strategy and authority. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's the most important thing. It's the holy grail of human design, or it's the holy grail of your genetics, and it integrates all aspects of your beings. It's literally the synthesis of all your beauty, and it's how you will unleash all your beauty by following and surrendering to your strategy and authority. Learning human design requires dedication, not the misuse of the system for mental objectives. True success is sweet and rejuvenating, and when we work with integrity, we earn our living in a manner that aligns with our true purpose and harmonizes us with the symphony of life. Raoul once said that the original human design is only for the brave who are willing to walk the path despite the fear. This journey requires courage, for fear never completely disappears, but courage grows and enables us to stand in our truth. The age of the freak is beginning, because we are nearing it, going towards 2027. Thus the old pain, trauma and conditioning become visible and pop up, but just to be healed. Not to torture us, to be healed. Pain creates awareness. And this allows us to mature, actualize our individuality, and find our unique place in the symphony and totality of life. And I'm deeply, deeply grateful for my work. Life, you're so good to me. You're supporting me like my ode to life too, not to the projectors and the beauty of human design. And I love having this opportunity to share these insights and to share my empowerment and my way of delivering and sharing human design with the world. So thank you for your time and attention, and may this contribution, may this video inspire you and mutate you. Until next time, bye bye for now.